Before this video begins, I just wanted to let you guys know that more information on this topic can be found on the website linked at the top of the description. With that out of the way, please enjoy the video. As a kid growing up, you don't have too many options for the video games that you end up playing, mostly because kids don't have money to buy video games, and when I was growing up I played mostly what was free online or what my parents could afford to buy me. This meant that a lot of the games I grew up with and got addicted to were from the same genre, as if I got a game I didn't like it would have been a big waste of money, which for me was sandbox games. I didn't play much fighting games, I didn't play much adventure games, and I sure as hell didn't play many shooters. Every time I would play a shooter at a friend's house or with a sibling, I didn't like it very much because I sucked at them. And for many years that was the case. Just played sandbox games, until middle school, when I found an interesting FPS game on an old Xbox I got as a gift. That game was Half-Life 2, and if you know anything about Half-Life, you know that I immediately loved it. I'm going to make a larger Half-Life related video later, but it's not a coincidence that this game has been praised non-stop for the last 20 years. Anyways, after I played Half-Life, I started consuming a lot of Half-Life content on YouTube. You know, brain rot type stuff, like top 10 facts or Easter egg videos, that sort of thing. But I think it's through these videos that YouTube got around to recommending me some videos by the now famed Fortnite YouTuber Muzok. The videos involved a custom zombie game mode on an FPS game I had never heard of, called Team Fortress 2. After having seen these videos and how much fun Muzok was having, I decided I wanted the game for Christmas that year. And when Christmas finally rolled around, I asked my dad to help me buy it on Steam. Turns out that the game's free. It doesn't cost any money. You can just go on Steam and download it immediately. Anyways, I ran the game and joined onto a server for the first time, saw an amazing cartoon world, and walked up to the front line, saw a wooden staircase and a decapitated head was rolling down it covered in cartoon gore. I immediately knew this game was for me. Its ridiculous, over-the-top violence reminded me a lot of Happy Wheels at the time, and its shooting mechanics were very easy to pick up. There was no sliding, no leaning, no recoil, no bullet fall off, no grenades, no perks, no kill streaks, nothing to overcomplicate just shooting enemies. And that simplistic gameplay ultimately resulted in me being okay at this game. I was, for the first time, actually able to kill others in an FPS game. This game was very casual. You'd have to look for a while to find a crazy tryhard, and on many servers people don't even kill each other. Instead, they mess around saying funny voice lines and experimenting in this wacky world of a game. I can't think of another game that this is remotely close to. And for many years this game even kept getting updates. Though the player count would dwindle over time, there was still something to look forward to in this game, until eventually the updates just kinda stopped, but the community just kept going. Even with no updates and no mainstream attention, the TF2 community kept making some of the most amazing things I'd ever seen. This game and even similar games from the same era have been for so many years generating content in the form of memes and videos, and even films that have been getting millions of views ever since the game's earlier days. A lot of you watching will have not played TF2, but most of us know of TF2. This game, despite being played by few, is appreciated by so many people, and for many years that's how it was, a perfect casual FPS for the masses to enjoy at a cost to no one. Team Fortress 2 is a pretty old game. You don't even have to do much math to figure out that this game is ancient. Usually that doesn't affect much than its popularity since, like I mentioned earlier, it was maintained for a while. The game has always had a couple bugs that are standard with a game as old as it is. However, there is one issue. For many years leading up to the 2020s, TF2 had a light cheater problem. Many changes were made in an attempt to circumvent this issue, but overall a few little cheaters just kept crawling out of the garbage, but they were never a big deal. Most people found out immediately and just kicked them, but eventually these script kiddies got fed up with having to close their eyes and click mouse 1 only to be kicked. Something was brewing, and on April 22nd of 2020, TF2's source code leaked to some source engine Steam stupidity that I'm not super familiar with. This would be bad for any game, but became especially bad for Team Fortress as not too long after somebody made a script so that cheaters didn't even have to be present at their computers to aimbot. The script kiddies put a script to work that would have robots join TF2 games and mic spam and instantly kill everyone in the entire server. So for the past 4 years, On one of the most unique and treasured FPS games ever made, servers have been filled with robots automatically killing every player in the server, and the company behind Team Fortress, Valve, creator of some of the biggest video games ever to be made, creators of Steam, the most popular distribution site for games on the PC, has for the past 4 years, even with a net worth of $7.7 billion, somehow managed to be lazier than the basement dwellers wasting electricity on these automatic bots. It is extremely messed up that the first FPS I have ever enjoyed in my entire life, and one of, if not my favorite video games ever, is completely and utterly unplayable, and the TF2 community has decided that this can't just happen. Previously, we have attempted to ask Valve politely to share our favorite memories of this game, to plea for help, to save TF2, but that didn't work. We got one tweet and nothing, no fixes, no updates. Servers are still flooded with bots, and this game that has touched so many hearts and built careers still cannot be played by anyone. So we are trying again with a new tag. Fix TF2. This isn't a plea, this isn't a loving reminder, this is a statement of a community that deserves better. Valve, fix your damn game. You have no problems defending your intellectual property, how about you maintain it? You definitely have the time for it, you make one game every 10 years. And it's not even TF2, Counter-Strike, a really famous competitive shooter, is dealing with the worst cheating problem it has had in years. Tournaments are held on TF2, sure, but Counter-Strike is massive, and yet Valve, the gaming giant that it is, can't fix that. It's just madness. So, dear viewer, in light of this, I ask you to show your support. Make any sort of social media post with the hashtag FixTF2. Talk about how this game is in trouble, or just tell people that you know. Encourage others to go to the website linked below and sign the petition. This game deserves better, and Valve needs to fix it, and we as a community have the power to do something about it. Thank you for watching. Hey everybody, I know this was a short video, but I had to get this out for the date that this is happening, you know, this whole event, and I'd like to contribute. So, yeah, sorry if this was short or not like what you were expecting from me, but, you know, I felt this felt somewhat important. Also, if you're watching this the day that it happens, I might be trying to stream Team Fortress, but previously in the past I've struggled with it and struggled with streaming to begin with. Streaming is weird, man. Anyways, you know, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, although I won't have short videos like this most of the time. I'll be making longer ones, and yeah, check out the stream. Make a comment down below, whatever you want to do, do it, and I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.